A nice day to die, or maybe live a little longer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Gaming in the Dark. Tonight, we take a look at part 2 of the tutorials for Mordheim, City of the Damned. Combat Tactics.
You take control of a mercenary group seeking to plunder what's left of the riches stashed in a corner of the merchant's district. As the search goes on, it soon becomes clear as to why the ruins haven't yet been plundered when your warband is ambushed by the Sisters of Sigmar. Master the lessons of this tutorial to survive their onslaught.
Alright, so this tutorial will explain the following aspects of the game: line of sight, following stances, ambush, overwatch, dodge and parry, delay action, disengage and flee action, aim, change action, multiple target selection, action cycling, and switching weapon sets.
A new round has started.
Line of sight. Mordheim is eerie, and its many alleys and streets confuse even the most seasoned warriors. Only the positions of enemies that are visible to one of your warband's warriors will be displayed on the map or in strategy view. As soon as an enemy is out of sight, it will vanish, and its behavior will remain unknown until it can be seen again. Unknown enemies will be displayed as question marks in the initiative ladder, and their last known location will be available on the strategy view as a question mark as well. Oh, nice. Alright, so counterattack, yes. Uh-oh. Multiple targets. When there are multiple targets available for an action, they can be cycled through using E and Q after the action is selected. Ah, okay. This is true when there are multiple out-of-combat actions available, as well as such as athletic actions or loot actions. Attack and in turn. I don't want to do that. I'm going to... the two-weapon one. That one. I don't need to be hit 3 times. Ow. He's using a greatsword, so he'd normally swing last. To increase their survival chances, warriors can use defense combat stances. Each type of stance provides a different benefit, and they all end the warrior's turn when used. Base stance is a dodge stance, available to most warriors, and a parry stance. It requires a parrying weapon such as shield or sword. These base stances both cost 2 points. While using one of these stances, the warrior will automatically try to dodge or parry the next successful melee attack it suffers. At the beginning of the warrior's next turn, or after a dodge or a parry attempt has been made, the base stance effect is lost. Parrying successfully also reduces the cost of a counterattack performed in response by 1 point. Alright. Okay. Use Q and E to cycle through actions available for the active warrior. As strategy and offense points diminish, or as targets get closer or farther in range, the options available in the cycle window will vary as well. Aim and ranged factors. Instead of performing a normal shoot attack, warriors can use the aim action at a cost of 2 points and 2 other ones. Aim increases the chance to hit by 20% and critical hit chance by 5. Other variables can modify the chance to hit for ranged weapons. The shooter is more elevated than the target. The target is behind partial cover, walls, furniture, allies, enemies, etc. The target is wearing a shield, and the target is engaged in melee combat. Because shooting into combat, that's always a good idea. Alright, so can I can aim. Aim. Confirm aim. Haha. Reload. Confirm. End turn. difficulty doing? Making a warrior wait before its next turn is often a viable strategy. Instead of wasting a turn doing nothing, the warrior can perform a delay action at the cost of 1 point, to slide further down in the initiative ladder by 3 positions. The warrior will then resume its turn with the amount of points it had left. Delay cannot be used if the warrior is last in the initiative order. That makes sense. There's nowhere farther down he can go. Oops. Okay. Okay, what was that? A surprise attack. Warriors can use offensive combat stances to surprise moving enemies. Each type of stance provides a different benefit, and they all end the warrior's turn when used. Base offensive stances are ambush, which requires a melee weapon. In this stance, a warrior will charge and attack an enemy that enters into its charge range, typically equal to 1 movement. A successful ambush inflicts a debuff that reduces hit chance by 10% for any counterattack performed in response. Overwatch requires a ranged weapon. In this stance, a warrior will fire at an enemy that enters its firing range, based on the ranged weapon equipped. These stances both cost 2 OP and will cause the enemy's movement to be committed if triggered. Alright, so... he does not have one. I guess I have to end his turn. Charging attack. When an enemy is within 1 movement range of a warrior, the charge action becomes available, allowing the warrior to dash forward and attack the enemy. Charge costs 3 OP and requires a melee weapon. It can be used to close the distance to an enemy even with no SP remaining. Charging has a minus 10% hit chance but 50% increased damage. A successful charge inflicts a debuff that reduces hit chance by 10% for any counterattack performed in response. Ow. Yeah, counterattack. Delay and turn, I guess. Or delay there. What is it doing? And she ran away. Okay. Potential ranged targets. A warrior equipped with ranged weapons will see red arrows around its feet, pointing towards valid targets to shoot. As the warrior moves and the potential targets fall in and out of sight, the arrows will appear or disappear. Any warrior who is still in a valid stance will have a visual effect around its feet to reflect that they are ready to perform an action. Allies will also display an icon above their head to help you keep track of the stances taken. Enemy warriors will not display the stance icon. Overwatch, dodge, switch weapons, perception, delay. Let's go to do you have? Ah, Overwatch it is. Okay. Alright, let's send him somewhere, because he's not doing anything over here. So I believe it's that one. Okay, that's him there. We've got a target over there. Is that ours? That's ours, so... that'll be the sisters there, yep. Oh, that's my leader, okay. Alright, you. Let's get you somewhere useful, because you're not doing anything here. Oh, he can't jump. Alright. Well, what about this thing here? Nope. Can't get past him. Alright, fine. You're going to delay your turn. Oh, I can't make him delay. Shoot.
A new round has started.
Disengage and flee. When a warrior wants to retreat from close combat with an enemy, it has two options. One, it can do so safely by using disengage, carefully moving back from the enemy a few meters. Two, the warrior can flee, costing only 1 point, but grants each engaged enemy with melee weapons a free attack. The warrior will then run a fair distance from the opponent. Both options can only be attempted if there is a sufficient space behind them. Some warriors are very bold and will never have the disengage or flee option. More information can be found in the warrior's perks info when out of combat. Okay. Attack, dodge, disengage, flee, delay. Let's disengage. Confirm. Okay, so now he's out. Ooh, ambush stats. Dodge, delay, end turn. Ambush? No. Let's try ambush. Okay. Oh! Okay, that was a bad idea. Switching weapons. Each warrior can carry up to 2 sets of weapons. You can change your active weapon set during combat by using the switch weapons section. The cost of 2 and 1. Dodge, switch. There we go. Nice. And attack. Yes. Now, if they bring out a Necromunda game, that would be really nice, because it could use these same mechanics. Let's go. Let's try parry. Tutorial complete. Alright, well, I think we will move on to the next one now, since there's still a bit of time left for tonight. Quick tutorial. Okay. And we will attempt advanced combat tactics.
Despite the violence of the comet's impact on Mordheim, the Temple of Sigmar remained mostly unscathed, and the valiant Sisters of Sigmar certainly had an active influence in keeping the sacred grounds unspoiled. Once again, the Sisters are set to defend the temple's perimeter when a band of Skaven strikes swiftly. Learn new actions to defeat the Skaven and protect the sanctity of the temple.
Back in the old days, I'd have been the ones attacking.
Has started.
Perception of danger. Mordheim is a city rife with danger, from ambushing enemies to deadly traps, which are an extension of the chaos that has spread through the city. Warriors can perform a perception action at a cost of 1 SP to highlight threats and interactive objects nearby until the end of their turn. As the warrior moves, new threats and objects in range will be highlighted. The warrior also gains 15% chance to resist triggered trap effects until next turn. Dodge, parry, ambush, switch weapons, perception. Confirm. Okay, what do we got there? There's a Skaven over there. Is that supposed to be a trap, or just something I can interact with? Nope, it was a trap. Okay. Let's go... Oh, back up. There we go. Let's try charge. Yeah, let's go for charge. Confirm. She beats him with a flail. And we will use... Wait, I wonder what's your other weapon selection? tell. I'm guessing it's probably ranged. Good. Oh, wow. Dodge. No, she can't parry. Oh, she could parry with the shield. 34, 25. We'll do that one. Haha! Oh, now he's gonna dodge. Ooh. A multitude of effects called a buff or debuff can affect your warriors during combat and are listed in an information panel that can be reached pushing B. You can also access the warrior's resistance information by pressing N, or access the warrior's stats and alternate weapon sets by pushing M. These windows can be hidden or displayed at will and cycled through using left Alt. Information on selected enemies will also be displayed on the right side of the screen. Okay, so that would have been handy when I was checking out the other girl to see what weapons she had. So, weapon sets could be M. When a warrior uses a skill or a spell that has a duration of 1 turn or more, it will apply a buff, beneficial effect, or a debuff, detrimental effect, on the target. The duration of these buffs and debuffs is based on the skill user's turns and not the target's turn. Should the skill user move up or down in the initial ladder, it will reduce or extend the duration of applied buffs and debuffs. If the skill user is put out of action, the buffs and debuffs will persist until the moment they would have taken their turn. Alright. Let's see what weapons she has. Oh, there it is over there. Quick stats. What's the resistances? Let's go with that one. Oh, she missed. Dodge. Yeah, dodge. I think I actually like the figures of the Sisters of Battle better. In order to display more information on the skills, spells, and actions available to your warrior, you can open the action wheel by pressing spacebar. A more in-depth description will be available for each action you select, and these actions can be triggered directly from the wheel. If you have a target in range, the actions are categorized in sections: actions, active skills, passive skills, spells, stances, and backpack. As they evolve, warriors will be able to train skills which can be used in different situations during combat. Skills are split into 2 categories: passive, which are always in effect, and active, which require a specific target and must be triggered at a cost of strategy or offensive points. Based on the warrior's remaining OP and SP, only the usable skills will be available in the cycling menu. Okay, so passive skills. Backpack, stances. Yeah, go with that one. You missed. Go for dodge. Some warriors have perks, skills, or suffer from ill effects or injuries that trigger automatically at the beginning of their turn. These will always be resolved before the warrior takes his turn and may affect if or how the warrior will play. Stupidity check. Ah, yes, the rat ogres. Each warband eventually gains access to an impressive warrior. These champions are extremely powerful, but also have some restrictions. They focus exclusively on battle, and therefore cannot search. They will never retreat from a fight and cannot disengage or flee. Some of them cannot leap and can only climb, or jump down from small heights due to their physiology. Large impressive warriors often cannot enter buildings either. Not all impressive warriors are large. For instance, the Maiden of Sigmar is regular sized. Yeah. Rat ogres could only enter buildings that had a large enough space for them. Can I get charge? No, guess not. Sinful speech? Okay, what's that do? Oh, it's a spell. Okay. Ah. Alright. Ambush. Ambush. And he chooses to dodge. Some warriors can use magic, be it arcane or divine. Spells cost a varying amount of action points, and there is a chance that casting may fizzle and fail. The higher the cost in OP, the higher the chance of failing to cast the spell. When a spell is cast, there is a chance of a reaction occurring which can affect the caster and sometimes even friends and foes nearby. These reactions are mostly harmful, but can also be beneficial. The reactions are known as Tzeentch's Curse for action spells and Divine Wrath for divine spells. Every time a spell is cast, the caster also suffers from Mordheim's Curse debuff, which increases the chance of suffering a curse until the next turn. This can be viewed in the buff-debuff panel opened by pressing B. Nice. I wonder if that means they'll eventually bring the Chaos factions in. That'd be kind of neat. Comet of Sigmar. Alright, let's see. Cool. Sinners. Self-sinners. Didn't do a whole lot, but soften them up before I get there. Easy, easy, easy. And attack. Hit the rat with a hammer. He missed. She did not. I should have gone for dodge. Alright, 2 weapons, 2 attacks. And he goes for dodge. Many points of interest can be found in the ruins of Mordheim, represented by a pale swirl. Warriors can interact with them at no cost by pressing left mouse when standing on the swirl to loot the items they hold. Interacting with a point of interest or a word stone will commit the warrior's movement. Enemies' cart can also be looted. Warriors who have fallen out of action will become points of interest as well. Fallen enemies can be looted for the equipment, but be mindful not to lose your own. Huh. As he goes around looting the bodies. I am not unconscious yet. Ow. Attack, parry, dodge, switch weapons, disengage, flee, delay. Attack it is. Kind of figured that anyway. Parry stance, 26, dodge 25. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Parries with her shield. Consumables are items with varying effects that can be used only once. They have no requirements to use and can complement your strategy in combat, opening the way for new unforeseen effects. Beneficial consumables can also be used on allies, if you stand very close to them. Some consumables have an area of effect that will affect everyone, friend or foe, who stands in or enters the zone. Okay, what do we have here? Jump down. Alright. Successful. She does not fall and kill herself. There he is. Can I get charge? Yes, let's charge. Ah! She missed. Oh! Stunned her. Oh, and he dodges.
A new round has started.
Action information. Actions that the active warrior can perform will often be modified by a wide range of skills, buffs, or debuffs affecting you or the selected target. To display more information about what is affecting the selected action, press left control. Changing the active action will update the action information panel. Information in white is based on your own modifiers, and those in red modifiers are originating from the selected target. This panel can be displayed or hidden at will during your turn. Left control. Alright. Oh, okay, that's just that panel down there. Alright. Ah, yes. Yes. Can we knock him out, please? Or just beat him into submission? Both are good. Yes. No. Dodge or parry? Oh, wow. Yeah, her parry's better. Oh. Alright. Every action performed or suffered by warriors is kept in a combat log. Except pressing L. Pushing this key a second time will expand the window further, while pushing it a third will close it. Okay. Oh, okay, that's just that thing up there. Alright. That's nice. Do we have a better attack? No, we don't. In my tabletop days, I never actually got to face the sisters. Congratulations, you've completed this tutorial. And as that is the end of time for tonight, we've done 2 tutorials this episode, so we will pick up the 4th one next week. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.